Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, we know the Treasury need money, lots and lots of money, because they're inept and incompetent and stupid and don't know what they're doing. And so, in order to test the waters, as it were, dip a toe in to see if the tub's too hot or not, they have been making announcements of possible things they might do. You know, hoisting a flag up the pole to see if it flutters in the breeze, as it were. And there's a whole list of them, and we're going to go through some of them because some are pretty bad. Now, we know that they love to put income tax up, but this is politically difficult. They want to increase basic rate income tax by 2p in the pound, but also then they'll say, but we're going to cut national insurance by 2p in the pound. Yeah, that isn't a cut because the your income tax is all the way up to whatever you earn, whereas national insurance cuts out at a certain value. There's also the fact that it would disproportionately affect pensioners, landlords and the self-employed because they don't pay national insurance, but they do pay income tax. So basically, yet again, one, it's a breach of their manifesto promise, and two, it's a kick in the balls for pensioners. She hates pensioners, doesn't she? Then, of course, there's the freeze to the thresholds. Again, that's almost certainly going to happen because, again, that's another stealth tax. And they say, we're not going to increase income tax. But actually, a freeze on thresholds is an increase in income tax. And in fact, it's the same tax that Reeves promised not to do this year. But now likely she's going to do. She wants an exit tax. This is one of the worst ideas because it will just hasten money leaving this country so fast it won't touch. This is people quitting from the UK. At the moment, they can just sell up all their goods and go. There's no tax. What she wants is a 20% exit tax. So you sell your assets, she gets 20% of that value before you go. If she announces that, then money will fly out of this country the very day she announces that. That will go boom, and this country will lose hundreds of billions before April the 6th next year. She wants a levy on limited liability partnerships, basically imposing a charge on the limited partnership. So that's doctors, lawyers, accountants, and so forth. Although the accountants will probably work their way out of how to get away with that. But yeah, so basically what they're saying is, but simply because you're educated and you're in a limited liability partnership, you need to pay for the privilege. Pay for the privilege of earning money and paying income tax. Okay, sensible. She wants a mansion tax, 1% annual fee on houses over 1.5 million, which in central London could be a 2 up, 2 down house. It takes no consideration on the income of the person in the house. So, hey, what are you going to do? Make people homeless? Incidentally, we covered this before. Liz Kendall would end up paying something like £40,000 a year. She's very much against it, and she's trying to hold out and saying, we need revaluations, and she's hoping for Reform to come in. Reform said they are not doing a mansion tax. Stamp duty, that's going to be increased. Higher rates and the thresholds either frozen or lowered. And they have much higher rates for second homes or whatever. Inheritance tax, probably a freeze on the allowance. And then extending the 7-year gifting to 10-year. And then reducing the amount that grandparents can pay for grandchildren's private healthcare. Not private healthcare, sorry, private education. Because again, they hate the private education. They want to up capital gains tax and therefore take away the impetus to invest. Why would you invest and build something and make something more valuable if the government is just going to say, you've made it valuable, we'll have that money, thank you very much. You'll just go, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll take my money and I'll invest somewhere else. Well, they're not going to do that. That's already happening. Landlord national insurance, applying national insurance to income from tenants. Good luck. A lot of landlords will sell up. There'll be no rental properties in this country. Those that do remain will be incredibly expensive and you'll have a lot of homeless people. Genius, isn't it? Fuel duty, obviously, they're going to increase that. ISAs, they're going to cut the limit for cash in an attempt to get rid of cash ISAs. Not a good idea. VAT, they're going to certainly extend the scope. That's without question. They're going to lift the two-child benefit. Well, no, they're not going to. They want to lift the two-child benefit cap. Whether they abolish it entirely or lift it to 3, who knows? But it's incredibly expensive. The only way they're going to be able to pay for that will probably be through borrowing. And mobility, they say they want to cut $1 billion a year off that, but the backbenchers are saying, no, you're not cutting that. And so it won't happen until at least 2027 at the earliest, and probably by then there won't be a Keir Starmer or a Rachel Reeves in government. So we can hope, can't we? But it is going to be a horrendous budget in 3 weeks. It is going to be one that I'm going to watch and just put my head in my hands. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I've had a very fortunate career. And I'm not rubbing this in, and I'm not big I-amming. I have had a very fortunate career. I've worked for a fantastic company, and I got myself in a nice position. And I'm about to get a good, hard kicking for having worked hard, pushed myself, and achieved. I might as well not have bothered. Or I might as well try and move as much as I can abroad. I think I know what I'm going to do, and I'm not alone. But let me know what you think. Thanks very much, and deep breaths. We're going to need it. Bye.